Well, it's bad news for the bad guys and good news for the rest of us. The I-Team crunched the numbers and found that auto thefts are down across the board in DFW. But as Ginger Allen reports, there are still some hot spots in Dallas.
In a sea of limited edition sports cars,
when we do go to a restaurant, we always joke, well, I wonder if the car is going to be here when we come out.
Security is top of mind.
We still get a little apprehensive. We're still careful about where we put our cars.
So there's Apple tags in this car.
So I do have a club.
Old school or new tech, it's working. The I-Team analyzed stats from DPS and found auto thefts fell in most North Texas cities from 2023 to 2024. Statewide, thefts are also down 17%. And Dallas is doing even better, down 23%.
That's an impressive change. What's DPD doing to move that needle?
What starts with from the time that the car was reported stolen.
Major Romario Sanchez says they've sped up how officers are taking reports, getting vehicles into the system more quickly, helping them focus on trouble spots in the city.
I had auto theft run the highest volume of auto thefts by beats. And basically, it's North Park Mall.
He says the mall area was a top target for thefts, so detectives focused on bait cars, surveillance, and education, and they saw results.
Last we had run the numbers, North Park was not in my top 5.
Which they used to be.
Yeah, they were number 1 last year.
Now, DPS says Bishop Arts is the hot spot. It led the city last year and is on track to do the same again this year. Employees in the area told us a few of the most recent crimes involved gig workers.
A lot of delivery drivers who are here to pick up their food will just run in because the parking can be bad sometimes, and so they'll leave their keys in the car. And I think people just kind of wait. They know they're going to do that, and they wait and they jump in and they take their car. And it happened last week.
The other hot spots around Dallas, Technology and Northwest Highway, Exall Park, Kessler Plaza, and Pinnacle Point Drive. But one Dallas man may have found a solution to stop these thieves.
So they've tried to steal this truck 4 times now, and they haven't stolen it yet.
All right, so big question there. I-Team reporter and producer Kelsey Mittauer joins us now. Kelsey, you worked really closely with Ginger on all of this data and research that y'all compiled. That man says he may have found a situation that solves this problem, but the fact that that car was potentially stolen 4 times is crazy.
Yeah.
What did he find?
So, okay, we were talking during this. You've heard of a kill switch. Mm-hmm. I had not really known what a kill switch is, but maybe 50 years ago, it was an actual switch in your car that you could flip that would keep your car from starting. Okay. Now it's super high tech where you can have a code. You come into your car and it's press the radio button once and do the wipers and then you can start your car.
Fascinating.
But his is actually this keychain. So it's this thing that he plugs in that his car cannot start without this. It has to have this.
Okay.
And so all he does is he just carries around. He said even if he goes to the gas station or whatever, he never leaves it plugged in if he's not in the truck.
Okay.
And so it's actually, yes, stopped it 4 times. We have video of the last time that it happened.
Okay.
That it was actually in his driveway outside his house. And it was really scary because you see 4 guys come up. They're trying to get in the car and they actually have guns. And you see them at certain points pointing the guns toward his front door, they're worried that he's going to come out. Tommy said that his kids' bedrooms are at the front of the house. And so he had no idea this was happening overnight. He comes out and he said the truck was tossed, which is how he thought to go look at the video.
Wow.
But yeah.
Yeah, definitely concerning. Meantime, we do need to talk about the overall trend because overall, statewide, y'all are reporting that the threat of thefts is down 17%. But what are the local numbers? Because we just saw that map with the hot spots that Dallas is still looking at.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they're still happening, obviously. Right. But I mean, the numbers are better. We have a map of the top 5 cities and where they are. And actually, most of them are down. I mean, you see Dallas is down 23%. Garland is down 24%. Irving's down 9%. Arlington kind of stayed flat. And then for whatever reason, Fort Worth went up 8%.
Yeah.
I asked them why they didn't know. Honestly, I asked a lot of police departments. When I started getting these numbers, I was like, wow, this is great news. Like, what did you do? And a lot of them were like, well, we don't know.
May not be a rhyme or reason. But it is interesting when you think about those hot spots, and especially like the Bishop Arts area where the restaurant workers saying, hey, these DoorDash drivers are often thinking. The other place that I see people leave their cars on all the time, daycare parking lots. They just think they're running in, getting their kiddos, but that does make you so susceptible to
somebody sitting and waiting. I mean, Bishop Arts, like we walked up and down the streets just going into businesses. First one we went into, the lady was like, yeah, my car. I mean, and probably every other one, somebody had a story. So it's definitely hot there right now.
Yeah, but knowledge is power, and this certainly gives folks a way to maybe hopefully be one step ahead of those thieves. All right, Kelsey, thank you so much. Meantime, if you have an issue that you want the I-Team to look into or know about, the contact information is on your screen. Give them a call, send them an email. They're waiting to hear from you.